Good evening to all of you. Hope all of you are doing pretty well, and I'm back here again with the video number 558. So today we are going to try to answer one of the questions I got from one of my subscribers on the channel, and we are going to learn that how we can export the Excel data in the MS Word, and not just one time, but we can do it multiple times, and we can every time when you export the data, you can create a separate document for that. And remember, in this we are going to use the Excel VBA, right? So this is going to be the advanced level series, and this is the playlist you can watch. We have got videos on Excel VBA, Access and Access VBA, and all the videos, because there are 500 videos, so you can go and pick up the, if you want to learn anything out of these subjects, please follow this sequence. Now, Hitesh actually Prajapat, this is 18 hours back, he posted this. Hello Ajay Kumar sir, a big fan of your work. Thank you so much, Hitesh. I have a query, as I am working in a PSP bank, and at our head office once we have to send a lot of emails as well as the same letter, but while I'm preparing the letter from mail merge, with the help of the MS Word, I want to save that mail merge file individually. Can this be possible? So I asked him what he's supposed to do. Now what I have got, actually what I understood from him, and Hitesh, let me know, I mean, if this is going to help you. What actually I understood and how I'm going to upload the video, guys. So suppose what I have done, I mean, I have actually written this very small, the letter by the HR, and you can see here we are seeing that you have been shortlisted for your first round, and so this is something we want to actually send this email to these people, or maybe you just want to create the separate the Word documents. So basically my point is, in this video what you're going to learn today is we will be creating here the different MS Word documents, and we are going to paste this entire data there. Right now, not just that, the important point is that every time when you go and paste this data in the MS Word, your VBA code will pick up all these names one by one. So the first MS Word document which we will create, that will have a name, the name would come from here, and then this, and then this, and after that, once the documents are getting created, once they are being created, we will go and close them by the name of that candidate, right? So this is what we are supposed to do. Okay, so let us go and check that now, guys. Because you have to communicate with the MS Word, and Excel VBA does not know that, obviously, because that's the external application, right? So the first thing which you would do is you go in the tool reference, and you make sure you let your VBA know, Excel VBA know, that I'm going to use the MS Word, right? Because you have to deal with the MS Word, so you got to tell the VBA. So how you can communicate, you just need to activate this Microsoft Word 16.0. I'm using 16 version 2016. That's why you see here 16.0, but if you have a different version, you have the different number, but that's not the problem. Just activate that. Now for the new subscribers who have recently joined, maybe 1 month back, 2 months back, 3 months back, let me tell you that we have got the videos on connectivity with the Outlook, connectivity with the MS Access, connectivity with the MS PowerPoint, and this is the new series, connectivity with the Word. On the Word connectivity, I had already uploaded 5-6 videos, so go and check that playlist. Okay, so what you need to do is you just go and press M alphabetically. These libraries all are sorted, and you'll find here Microsoft Word, which you need to just go and check mark that. And once you click OK and come back, and when you come back to the tools and the reference like this, once you click OK, make sure you come back and check that whether that library is activated or not. Right now you see this because I had already activated it. Okay, Microsoft Word. Now the thing is how you actually begin with this program. Okay, so first of all, let's go and give it a name, Export Excel into Word. Okay, now guys, understand, everything has a proper plan. You make the plan and need to go by it, but to make the plan you should be familiar with your with the whereabouts, with the locations. If you have to come to my place, obviously you can plan by coming by air, or by train, or by bus, by your own vehicle. But if you do not know where I'm staying, how can you, right? So what I'm trying to say is, if you know the Microsoft hierarchy, Microsoft Word hierarchy, MS Word object hierarchy, then only you will be able to understand the codes. So on this channel, right? What I do is I try to give you as much information as I can. I try to give you a lot of clarity on every syntax. So the thing is, the very first thing is we will have to open the MS Word document. Now the how to open the MS Word document, because this is the MS Excel, right? So we have some standard lines and that's what you need to write. Okay, so the first thing is you write here dim wd as word dot application. Now this word is coming because you have activated the library in the tool reference, otherwise this is not going to show up. Right? I remember a few days back one of my one of our dear friends on the channel posted that he's getting the error user type not defined. You know what was the reason? I think he was trying to send out the video was on the Outlook and he forgot to click on this Outlook library. Right now I mean, if you're working with the Outlook, you got to activate the Outlook. So what happened, like right now, if I run this, you see that this is the error which you get, user type not defined. So if you get this error, before you reach out to me, please make sure that your library should be activated. Okay, now you see that it's gone. So I'm just quickly gonna press M, Microsoft Word, alphabetically sorted, so W comes in the end, isn't it? So that's how I'm gonna bring the speed. I'm pressing down arrow and there we go. Yes, check mark, click on the space bar, that's the shortcut key, right? So press OK, go back to the tool reference, make sure it is activated. It's there. Oh, oops, sorry, it's there and I'm good to go. Now if I run this, now you don't have the error, right? Fantastic. So once this is done, now this is just the any regular statement, dim I as integer, dim j as integer, long string. But when you define something, you have to allocate some value also. So because this is a word, you can't say that the word is integer or long string. It's a wd is an object. It's an object variable. It refers to the MS Word, right? MS Word is the application which is an object. So we use the set word. You're going to use the set word and you say that what is what it actually equals to. So this is how we write. We are going to say that it is going to be my new word application. Okay, and now I'm going to actually make it visible. So this is how you can write wd.visible equals to true. Okay, now when you run this code, see what is going to happen. I'm not gonna sound like a boring tutor, right? Boring teacher, because I want to run this simultaneously also. Side by side we will run this so that we can see that what is happening. So I'm going to just press F8 here. It's taking little time, no wonder, because it is going to connect. And look at this now. Can you see that? Look at this, guys. Here on my taskbar, the word application is open. No doubt this is an absolutely blank word, and the ribbon, you can see all these options are not highlighted, right? But this is how we are going to actually, from here we're going to create the new document, right? The fresh document, right? So if you have to add the Excel, what do? I think this is how you write workbooks dot add. So if you have to write MS Word, what are you gonna do? Well, in the Word you have a hierarchy. Now for example, in the Excel, let me go to the sheet. In the Excel you have the biggest application called Excel, and then what is this? After the Excel, what is it? It's workbook. Then you got to open the workbook, and when you got when you have opened the workbook, you do go and then work on the sheets, and then after the sheets you have the cells and the ranges. That's how the object flows in the downward direction. Same way in the MS Word, the first thing which you do, the biggest application which you create is the word dot application, right? And after you create the word dot application, then you go and say that I'm now gonna go inside the Word and I'm gonna open the document. So we just go here and I'm gonna write here my doc, okay, or maybe doc as word dot document, right? This is how we define it. Now what is this value equals to? This value, I shouldn't say value, it is actually object. So this doc should be equals to my word, which is wd now, and then documents, and then dot add, right? So when you run this command, what will happen? Look at this quickly. I'm gonna run F8, right? So we will have this wd dot activated, a word application getting created in the memory, and now we're gonna make it visible. And now finally this word is there. You can see here, the moment I run this line, you will have a blank page inserted. Wow, bingo. So you got the word created, and this is where you will go ahead and paste the code, right? It is just like that I remember the PowerPoint object hierarchy. you go in the PowerPoint and then you create the presentation, and then on the presentation you create the slides, and on the slides then you copy the charts, or the ranges, whatever. There are so many videos there under the playlist Excel VBA connecting PowerPoint with Excel. Okay, so hierarchy should be very important. We should understand that. Now once this is done, now what we got to do is, let us quickly go ahead and let us define this range. Now what is this range? This range starts from F3 and I think it should end at, maybe I can say O16. Okay, O16 and F3. So let's quickly go and define that. So this is the simple Excel we want to do. So I define my SH as worksheet. What is my worksheet? I'm gonna say that my worksheet is equals to this workbook. This workbook means where I'm writing the code, and this is going to refer to the sheet. What is the sheet name? My sheet name is sheet 2. If you have a different sheet name, obviously you will have, then just write that name there. Okay, now we define our range. So I give it a class called range, and I say that set range equals to. Now range equals to is a part of my sheet 2, so you don't have to write the entire sheet again, this workbook dot sheets and the sheet 2. Now I'm kind of a bit lazy, or maybe I can say that I'm actually smart, not lazy. So I just go and use the sh dot, because sh refers to my sheet 2. That's how we declare the objects, right? So guys, here I just simply write range. What is my range? My range is from F3. Okay, F3 to I guess it was H column. No, I'm sorry, I'm very poor in that. So it's N15, or I keep it as O16. Okay, because when I say O16 I'll get all the the content. So I say O16. Once I say O16, my range actually is now defined. Now I can copy the range any point in time. You can see that anytime. You don't have to write that entire syntax, range F3 to O16, or dot copy or all that stuff. This is a shortcut, one time pain, but now in the entire code we can work on this. Now what is the next thing I want to do? Well, the range is copied. Now once your this document is added, once the document is added, we simply want to go and paste this range after getting it copied. So I'm just going to copy the range. This is how you use the dot copy method, and then you want to paste it where? Obviously on the document. So you want to write D and then selection. This is how we write, and then dot paste. Okay, you can use here different things, different methods: paste and format, paste, append table and Excel table, whatever you want to do, right? You can use the paste special as well. I'm just simply going to use the the paste method. All right, so now when I run this, my document should be pasted, right? My data should be pasted on this the Word document. Let's go and quickly check that. So I go and again run the code, and I just go and little bit minimize the height of this. Right now, one thing I want to tell you, many of you recently have joined the channel, and channel is expanding. A lot of people I'm seeing that every day getting subscribed. Thank you so much. Thank you for your love, thank you for your support, because without you guys, as a YouTuber, we guys are nothing, right? I'm trying to upload the videos, I'm trying to share my knowledge only because I want to make you awesome in Excel VBA, Access and Access VBA. So your every comment, every feedback is very important to me. Now some of you have requested that you want to upload the videos in Hindi, which is our mother language. So basically guys, if you have any sort of thing, you want me to talk in Hindi, then please write in the comment that you want this video in Hindi, and I promise I'll upload that video for you in Hindi. Okay, so let's go and check that. So I go and run F8. So let's go and wait. This is going to create the Word application, and then finally we have the Word application visible. You can see here this is the one, right? And I just go and show this. Okay, and now the document is going to be added, and after the document gets added, we're gonna copy this range, right? So this range must have been copied now. Okay, I can show you in Excel. Look at this range is copied, right? So you're on the Word application, but still the range worked. That's the beauty when you declare your these objects like in this way. Now here we're gonna paste the data, and wow, beautiful. So we have got this. Now the another thing I have to do is I have to quickly save this by the name of that person, and also we have to, after the congratulations, we have to put that person name, and we have to close this. That's it. Okay, we have done that. So how are we gonna do that? Well guys, The only thing which I want to do is, the first of all, you want to make sure that how many times you need to run this loop. Well, I want to run this loop here 5 times. Okay, so what we will do, we will put everything, this range copy and this the paste method, we're going to put this in the loop, and here I will write for my I equals to 1 to 5. Okay, 1 to 5 I go and write here, and you can also make this 5 dynamic by just calculating the last row. Now once you are done with this, then what you need to do is, because understand, whenever you copy the range, you need that range to be copied in a new document. So this line which you have written here, this line we need it 5 times, so I'm just going to cut it and I'm going to put it here, right? So once you have that document added, we will go and copy the range. Now in the range, before you copy, you also need to make sure that here we should have that value. So maybe here, let's say in this cell, and this is a cell called F5. Okay, so in the F5 I want this name to go and then this name to go, right? So how we can do that? Well, it's very simple. We will simply go and create one more variable, which is store. Let's say store is going to store my name, whatever the value is there, and sorry, it's actually string. Okay, now once this is done, so I'll write here, once the document is added, that my store is going to be equals to the value which is coming from sheet 1. So I can write here the name of the sheet 1 and then dot cells and then the row number. So the row number is going to be 1, right? So I just go and write here R. Let's make it very I go and declare it as I, because this I keep on changing 1 2 3 4 5, and this your I will change here as well every time. So you will have automatically these different values coming to your sheet 2, right? So this is the idea. Column will remain same, so we just go and write here value. Okay, now so once you have got the store value, you want to put it back in the sheet 2, right? And sheet 2 is your sh, isn't it? So we say that sheet sh dot range. Now which cell you want to target, where you want to put it? Let's say I want to put it here in this F5. So F5 is my cell, and I just go and write here F5 dot value equals to store. Okay, or maybe if you don't want to create the variable, that's all up to you. Maybe directly you can write this line as well instead of the store, right? So this will make us sure that every time the program runs, it is picking the new name, right? And finally guys, when this name stores in this in this variable, what I can do is I can quickly go here and I can say that my document it should be now saved. So you can write here save as to. Okay, it should be saved in my D drive. So just go and write here D drive and then join it with what? Document must have a name. Obviously every file which you save, it has a name with the extension, so that name would come from your this store. Okay, and then store should be joined with the extension, which is dot docx, right? And that's how it is. And finally you close the document, and when you close it, make sure you write here true, so that you should not get the prompt that this document actually is getting closed, would you like to save it or not, right? Though it won't come, because the moment you save it, it will get saved, but I can just, maybe you can leave this true. Okay, now this is done, and we want to see that how it is going to work. So let's quickly go and run this code. All right, I got the error, variable not defined. Okay, I forgot to declare my variable, so maybe I can declare that I as long somewhere here. Okay, so let's go and check that. Now this is what is going to happen. And I also want to tell you one thing. Once you make this WD visible, we can do one thing. We can make it activated as well. You can write here wd.activate. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen now. So WD is visible, but this line will make it activated. So now I can show you this program very easily. And now let's go and run this. Okay, so we have defined already the range. Now the loop is going to run 5 times. Okay, now the 5 times, the first time when it is going to run, it is going to add my document, and the document is added. Very nice. I want to show you this. Let me just decrease the width of this. Okay, and let's go and run this code again. So now this store should take the value. As you can see, Mr. Ramesh is coming there, right? Now Mr. Ramesh will go in this range F5, right? So the moment I run this, I just want to show you whether it is coming there or not. And as you can see, I got the name here. Wow, fantastic, right? It works like a magic. So I just go and minimize this again. Okay, and obviously now this range would be copied, and we're gonna paste it here. Beautiful, guys, right? What a lovely question he has asked. Thank you so much, my dear subscriber. Every day I keep getting good comments. It's not that, but I also remain very busy, guys. There are so many emails coming, so I definitely try to reach out to you, okay, if it is possible, because these all things take little time, Okay, so once this is done, then now what is the next thing you want to do? The next thing which I want to do now, look at this. I have done one mistake. You know what is the mistake? I have kept this saving and the closing process outside the loop. So what will happen? This will go and create 5 documents, and then it won't be possible for us to close them all. So rather than doing that, I should have written these lines inside this, so that immediately the document gets saved and it gets closed. So let me just rerun this line. So this is going to be saved now. Right now this has no name, it's a nameless identity, but we are going to give it a name, and the name is going to have Mr. Ramesh Kumar. Wow, wonderful. And this is going to be now saved, right? This is already saved. Let me just close it. It is gone, right? Turn for the next I. Now the next I is going to be 2. Again we will have new document added. That is why I was telling you, don't write that line on the top, because then your document will be added only once, right? So there we go. Look at this now, right? So now another value is going to come. Now this store will pick what? This will pick the I as 2. So you know that in the row number 2 I have a different name, not the Ramesh. Now you got the Mr. Abdul R. So Mr. Abdul R now is stored in is if I take you to this Excel, you can see that I got the name Mr. Abdul, right? So I think now by now you have understood the entire thing. I'm not gonna waste your time, so I just quickly go and run this, and you can see that this is for the Mr. Abdullah. The document get closed. Now we have another document, and just gonna paste the data, and you have now Mr. Jarvis Jr., and the document is going to be saved as Mr. Jarvis Jr., and this process keeps on working, and then finally we are done. So we are done with that, right? So the moment you are done, obviously you can put the message box as well, that this is done from my side. So I just go and reset the code. I press F8 again. So this is a very simple code, very dynamic code. I'm going to show you before I leave you. Let's go and check the D drive as well. I'm very curious to show you my achievement, or rather I say that our achievement. So let's go to the D drive, and wow, this is amazing. I got all the documents here, isn't it? So fantastic thing, guys. If I had missed out something, please let me know about it, right? And so let's go and learn this thing, practice this, and don't forget to click on the like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.